Hey gorgeous women, it's Prue Blenheim here from Women of Impact, your intuitive business strategist and women's transformation catalyst. I'm so excited to see you today. I feel like it's been a little while since we've been together, but really beautiful to be in this space with you, and thank you so much for being a part of this community. So today I really wanted to have a chat about how to know when to increase your prices. So value and worth are a couple of the topics that are so critical and core to the women that I work with and those that I speak with, and women in general, because there can be so much of a backstory, so much familial kind of pain, intergenerational trauma that's come through that really can suppress how much value you place on yourself and your feeling of inner worthiness, right? Your inherent worthiness. And, you know, this is a really big deal. So I see women all the time who are delivering so much value to their clients year in, year out, and they're never raising their prices. So how do you know when it's time to raise your prices? Well, one of the things that is really clear is if you're getting feedback from your clients that there is so much value in what you offer, that they can't believe the prices that you charge, that if they start even paying you more and tipping you because they're like, you should be charging more. If people are telling you this kind of stuff, it's a sign. It's a big sign to raise your prices. And I really invite you to consider doing that. And there are beautiful ways that you can do that to introduce that to your community. It doesn't have to be like an all of a sudden right now it's happening, but it can be a something that you transition into if you're providing services. This is even if you're providing services by the hour, which is obviously not the way that I recommend for my clients to do things. But if you are doing that, this is a way that you can increase your prices as well. You just transition, you let people know that things will be shifting in, you know, a couple of weeks or in a month, depending on your industry, depending on your clients. You know your community best, you know what feels in alignment with you. So you always want your pricing to feel like a bit of a stretch, but not so much that it's out of alignment with who you are, because you need to be able to show up and you need to be able to communicate that pricing with confidence and with ease, right? Okay, so another way that you can tell if, you know, it's time to put your prices up. Hey Lauren, how are you, beautiful? Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining me. Another way that you can tell if it's time to put your pricing up is if you are starting to feel a little bit like you're giving more than you're getting. If you feel into the energy of the exchange and you're starting to feel like, oh, you know, like if there's even a tiny little bit of resentment that's beginning to come through and you're like, oh, I'm giving so much for what I'm getting back, that's another big sign that it's time to put up your pricing. Yeah, it's time. So I have had in the last few weeks, my clients that have, you know, been coming and talking to me, been finding out about how to work with me. They've been saying to me, oh my God, you give so much value for what you're offering. And in addition to that, I've also been feeling a little bit of that, oh, it feels like it's time to expand and to stretch and to move into the next level of pricing. So I wanted to let you all know that I will be raising the pricing for my one-to-one work as of next week. So I know that there are some women already out in my community who have been on the edge of wanting to jump in and have a call with me and to talk more about how they can elevate their own sacred work. So if that is you, if that is an experience that you've been having, I really invite you to book in a call with me. It's a sacred 30-minute free heart-to-heart, and they are divine conversations, really divine, and there is no pressure whatsoever to work with me. But if you're feeling a little bit like you're on the edge and you'd like to know more, then I invite you to book in for a call with me at ceopriestesschat.com, and we can map out a bit of a strategy for you and your next level of sacred transformation, your next level of financial ascension, right? So, like I said, there's no pushy sales whatsoever. My intention for these conversations is that you will gather incredible feedback and you will have access to my expertise and get incredible value regardless of whether or not you want to hear about how to work with me. So that is always an invitation and you never have to say yes. And I love the conversations regardless of what happens. So you don't ever need to feel like, oh, I don't want to let it prue down or anything like that. I love connecting with women all over the world and talking about your sacred work. It's what I'm here for, right? So it fills me, it nurtures me, it nourishes me, and I absolutely love it. So I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to let you know that my pricing will be going up for next week. So if you're on the edge or on the border and you want to find out more, if you want to really tune in at the moment to how you can elevate your sacred work, I invite you to book that call with me because I really love to support women to go to that next level, whether we work together or not. So if you are watching this, likewise, and you have felt a little bit like, oh, I want to, I feel like I want to go to that next level, I invite you to consider increasing your prices. Your community will not run away from you when you do that. When you honor yourself, you honor them more. We cannot be of service to others in a sustainable and meaningful way if we are not being of service to ourselves first. Okay? So I'm sending you so much love, and I really invite you to consider taking yourself to the next level of your valuing and your worthiness. And if you're feeling contracted when I say that and like, I don't know what that looks like, or that feels really uncomfortable, then it may be something to look at. And of course it's something that I am more than happy to have a chat with you about. So lots of love, have a beautiful day, thanks for watching.